Hi everyone, congrats for finally finishing your finals. I'm Chu Yu from VEGE, which is Vision of Quality for a Greener Earth. VEGE is a NUS-based advocacy group that aims to encourage more members in the NUS community to adopt a more plant-based diet. This is mainly for environmental and ethical reasons. So today, I'll be showing you how to make Korean Jajangmyeon, which is a hot favorite dish amongst Koreans. Korean Jajangmyeon is actually a sweet and savory fermented black bean paste noodle dish. I chose this dish because we can't travel to Korea right now, but we can certainly bring bits of Korea into our own kitchens. This is chunjang, which is Korean fermented black bean paste. This is mushroom seasoning. This is oligosaccharide, which is Korean sugar syrup. And this is vegetarian anchovies, which is made from mushroom seasoning. Here's Korean ramyeon, 1 carrot and 1 potato. Okay, so step 1 is actually to cut the carrot and potato into dice. So step 2 is to bring the carrot and the diced potatoes into the boiling pot. So I'll just boil the water first. Okay, so when the water is starting to boil, you can just put in your potatoes and carrots. Careful to not let the hot water splash. Okay, while waiting for the carrots and potatoes to boil, you can mix these sauce ingredients. The order of putting these ingredients doesn't matter, you can just mix everything. And you can also change the amounts to your preference. To make it dissolve better, you can use a bit of hot water. Okay, so right now the carrots and potatoes are boiled. To check whether they're boiled, you can use a pair of chopsticks and poke through. If it goes through smoothly, it's cooked. You can also do a taste test to double confirm. So right now, I'll just use this colander or the filter to take out the potatoes and carrots. Okay, you can use the same water for the noodles. Or you can use a new batch as well, up to you. Okay, so you can set this aside and take a few tablespoons of the jajang to mix it. As well as a bit of the water. If you want a thicker sauce, you can use a bit of cornstarch slurry. Then you can boil this mixture over a smaller saucepan. Traditionally, they also use a bit of oil to make it more fragrant, but I omitted it so that it's healthier. Okay, so once you've mixed this, you can set this aside. Then you can continue to boil the noodles. Right now the water seems a bit less, so I'll just add more. Okay, so we will boil the water again for the noodles. In the meantime, we'll need to prepare an ice water bath for the noodles. So this is the ice water bath. You can just use a few ice cubes and just put tap water inside. Or drinking water. So once the water is boiled, you can take out the cap and just put the noodles in. This process should take about 1 to 2 minutes, depending on your noodles and the brand. Okay, once it's done, you can use this to drain it out. And then just put it into the ice water bath. This step is quite crucial so that the noodles will be very chewy. Without this ice cold water bath, it will be quite soft by the time you mix everything together. We can leave it for about like 1 minute. Okay, you can use your hands to feel whether it's cold enough. And if you see a bit of impurities like this, it's actually the fat from the noodle, so don't need to worry. Okay, it's done now. So you can just use the colander or use chopsticks to bring the noodles into a bowl. Okay, then you can just use the sauce, and just pour it in. After you've mixed the noodles well, you can just put this carrot and potato mixture on top. Okay, so we're almost done. The last step will be to garnish. This will be the anchovies I introduced just now. You can just put it on top. Okay, and we're done. Compared to animal products, plant-based foods actually require a lot less land, water, and other environmental resources. The carbon footprint to produce plant-based food is actually significantly lower than animal products as well. Of course, all these also depend on whether we choose local foods or imported foods. So local foods will require less carbon footprint. If you choose whole foods like fruits and vegetables, they are actually a lot lower in saturated fat, additives, as well as other artificial inputs that animals actually have when they are in factory farms. Of course, being vegan doesn't necessarily mean that you're healthy. You also need to control your intake of fried food, as well as ice cream. Although it may seem that way at the start, if you're open to experimenting and cooking your own food, the sky's really the limit. If you can just Google, you can get recipes like vegan eggs and other items as well. So actually, after becoming more plant-based, I've actually discovered a lot more ingredients and flavors, and I've really expanded my horizons on that. Although it seems that way at the start, my journey was a lot easier with apps like A Billion and Happy Cow. A Billion and Happy Cow are review platforms whereby users can upload their reviews on different plant-based dishes at restaurants around the world. Apart from these, there are Telegram, WhatsApp, and Facebook groups where there are communities which will help you answer your questions regarding any options. Although it may seem daunting at the start, you can actually go at any pace you want. You can try out plant-based meals for once a month or once a week. It's up to you really. If you like more resources, the Center for a Responsible Future, or CRF, actually has guidebooks, one for businesses and one for individuals. For the individual plant-based guidebook, you can find alternatives for vegan baking as well as cooking. Apart from these, I also have some research on plant-based materials on my blog at consciouscookieinsg.wordpress.com. If you'd like to try more plant-based foods from other cuisines and countries, do check out the new dishes under the Meat-Lite Movement program. This Meat-Lite Movement is actually brought to you by NUS VEGE, as well as the Office of Campus Amenities. The new dishes are available at Central Square, as well as the deck. If you'd like to try out plant-based food at home, do check out the list of recipe creators that we've collated on our Instagram and Facebook as well. That's all. Thank you.